Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Hi, Brennan, how are you? Hi, Soumya, how are you? Good afternoon. Hi, Jennifer, good morning. I liked being on live yesterday morning that I was like, why don't I do this more often? What would you like to tell me today, Brennan? Hi, Anne-Marie, how are you? Hi, Diana. Yes, we're all well. I'm good, Jennifer, I'm really good. Hi, Suzette. Good day. Oh my gosh, my kitty cats go crazy the moment I turn on the camera, of course. So if you hear them in the background, they're running amok. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a good day. It is the full moon in Scorpio today. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. You like it too? You have more time to be on here? Yeah, it depends on the day. You know, like I used to. Hi, Ardella. How are you? Yes, we're doing well. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. When I first started on social media, I was going live every morning, and I used to love coming on at 10 or 11 or around lunchtime. And yesterday, I went live before I went and visited my family, and I kind of liked it. I missed it. So I thought to myself, what if I change things up a little bit? I mean, I don't know if I'll pop back on later, but I thought, why not? Why not? Hi, Katie Louise. How are you? Hi, Naki. How are you? Hi, Daniel. How are you? So tell me, everybody, what's the vibe today? What are you feeling with this full moon in Scorpio? Hi, Naomi. Good morning. It's early for you. And for you, Sonia, it's late, 8:30 in the morning for you, and it's like 3 hours behind for Nozomi for me. Oh, you're in Australia. Nice, Rusty. That's your mantra. Oh, why not, Emery? Emery, what's new in your world? Tell me. So, Alvar, you just said release. Hi, Dana. I know I'm on super early. You know what? I kind of enjoyed being on in the morning again yesterday. So I said, I don't know, maybe I'll pop on. Good morning, Ann. Do you remember the old days we used to do this at like 10 a.m., 11 a.m.? New beginnings, you're right. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here. You're getting ready for work. Perfect timing. How are you doing, Dana? How are you feeling? Becca, you feel so emotional the past few days. Me too. Me too. Can you feel that there's this massive shift? And I mean, Becca, you have a Scorpio moon, right? Thank you. You're releasing too. I think everybody is. I mean, look, it's an intense time. We know that the moon in Scorpio is always going to be intense, but it's more than that. It's the astrological aspects too, right? You're feeling the emotions? Yeah, me too. No, Davey. Sorry, I was reading your name. I was calling you Davey. Dave Casey. No, Dave. It's not. It's not about having your period. Yeah, Marcy just said I'm a bit confused and a bit emotional. No, it's the full moon in Scorpio. It's hot and sunny in the UK, Katie. Amazing. Yeah, mornings with Kelly. Exactly, Anne. I'm well. I'm well. Kitties are good. I definitely feel the emotions though. I'm not gonna lie. It is, yes, Lilith is, if I'm not mistaken, is it Lilith that's retrograde in Scorpio as well? Oh, Stefan, you're a Scorpio as well. A lot of Scorpios in the room. Okay, you feel sad, overwhelmed, and emotional. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, Becca just said, yes, my Scorpio moon has been mooning. Oh my God, Becca, how did you know that I've been saying this? I've been saying all morning, the full moon has been full mooning. You just said the moon has been mooning hard. We are definitely birthday twins, girl. My soul sister. Definitely. Thanks, Jen. Um, I've been saying all morning that the full moon has been full mooning, 100%. You know? It's just crazy. Hi, La Cubonita, how are you? You're a Gemini, Roman? What's the Gemini vibe today? Yeah, it's full mooning indeed, isn't it? Well, we'll pull some cards. We'll kind of get into it and see what's going on. What does, and sorry, I missed maybe what you said before. What looks different? Like you said, like confetti. Hi, Aiden. How are you? Hi, Layla. You felt it more on Friday than today? I felt it this morning. Like, weekend was really good. I enjoyed my time with my mom and my sister, my niece, my brother-in-law. Like we had like Saturday was good. Oh, I got kitty fights going on here in the background. Um, and the barbecue we had yesterday was lovely. It's my niece's birthday coming up. Oh, I see what you're saying, Ann. Yeah, it does. Hi, Pauline. Yeah, I'm early today. I thought, why not? I had some time. I got up really early. The last few days, I don't know if it's the moon or what, but like I've been getting up like so early. Yes, Pluto retrograde. That's true too. I've been getting up so early. Like my body somehow is waking me up at like 6:30. Like, why do I want to? And I'm a good sleeper. Like typically I'm not one to like overthink or to get in my head, but like I don't know. It's like I woke up and I was like contemplative, like not in any bad ways or anything, just, thinking about stuff, I guess. I don't know. Can't explain it. Hi Ruth, how are you? So yeah, you haven't been sleeping good at all. Yeah, multiple times a night you've been up. Oh, Dana, it's tough, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, like this morning, I woke up around 6:30. I fed the kitty cats, and then I was like, okay, what am I gonna do with myself? Like literally, like, okay, do I try to go back to sleep? Do I post some videos? Do I get up, take a shower, get myself ready? And I thought, okay, I'll post some videos, which I did, and then I took a shower and got myself ready. I've got some sessions soon, but I don't know. Hi, Sophia. There's definitely like a shift in the air. There's like a definitive moment. Hi Jesse. Yes, I'm on early today. I know. Something different to shake things up a little bit, right? You can pick a Scorpio by their eyes. Yes, very true. Scorpios definitely have specific looking eyes. They do. I agree with that. You felt it on Friday, Saturday, and the sleep issues too. So we're all kind of in the same boat, I think. Karma's playing in the background if you can hear. You like it? What do you guys prefer? Do you like earlier in the day or do you, maybe I have to do a poll. I know when I say poll, I have to say, when I say do a poll, I mean like POLL, not POLE, because I know all of you and our sense of humor, you're all going to say, yeah, do a poll. That's not for any of these platforms or any platform with myself. But you know what I mean? A poll. I mean, we have to ask, do you prefer the morning? That could also sound spicy. Do you prefer the morning or later in the day? Bonjour Mathieu. Ça va bien aujourd'hui? You've been looking at the highlight reel a lot? Ah, I see. You like both? You said you did something stupid. What did you do? You called your husband because he said he was sick, but he told me about fever just yesterday, but his vibe with the interaction has been so off. Oh, you felt like it wasn't safe to go? Later in the afternoon works better for you because you're working during the day and you're more busy in the morning. Hi, Paul. Nice to see you too. Good morning, Henley. How are you? Like both, Nancy? It's hard. It's like you can't please everyone, right? In regards to timing, whatever works for me. I appreciate it, Jesse. I have to say sometimes early is nice, but then sometimes later in the day. I know that if I go live now, then my day's a little bit more clear later on. But it depends. We'll see. I'll test it out. Hi, Steph. How are you? You like both? We got to change it up every now and again, right? We can't always be, oh, here comes karma. Comes karma kittens. You're blamed for ruining his rest. Oh, Soumya, no, 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 no. You should never be blamed for someone's sickness, you know? What's one of the most impactful things that I've been told? Oh my goodness. Um, That's really a really great question, Joseph. I would say, yeah, Karma Lorraine 111, exactly, Pauline. I would say when someone tells me unexpectedly that I've helped them with my videos, meaning it could be somebody who's a silent watcher and they say, Kelly, you have no idea how much you've helped me, even just through your reels, your shorts, your TikToks. That always makes me feel really good because sometimes we don't know the impact we have on people. Sometimes we don't know how important a smile can be. I had told everybody a story recently about a student that I encountered that was having some difficulty, and he drove me crazy. Actually, I was covering class and he drove me crazy, and I'm not new to this. I knew there was something more behind the story. And one day he kind of opened up to me, and ever since he's opened up to me, it's like built a new bond. And just a little bit of kindness can go so far. A smile can go so far. Looking at someone in the eye and acknowledging them, hearing them can go a long way. Oh, thanks, Diana. You're very kind. That always makes me happy to know that I can help, um, in even the smallest of ways, right? Oh, hi, Jesse. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful day. So something like that, really, really has an impact on me too, right? It's not just one way. Oh, that I have that energy. Oh, merci, Mathieu. I appreciate it. You decided you want to be one of my cats? Perfect, Anne. Perfect. I know you're a cat lover too. Oh, Anne Marie, that's so kind. I just know that, it's not even just one way. You guys have changed my life too, not to get all emotional here with the full moon in Scorpio, but like seriously, like you have all really changed my life, you know? Thank you. You guys are very kind. Hi, Tammy. Good morning. I enjoy your company too, Karen. That's the thing, is that, I think I think spending time building connections is very important to me. It's really important to me. Steph just said, I don't think you know how much you teach everyone all the time, and not just with tarot, but also in life lessons. That means a lot to me because I believe in being a good human being first above anything else. It's not just about curriculum when I'm at school. It's not just about cards when I'm on here. It really is about bringing something good to other people. That makes me feel good. It gives me purpose. But I also get a lot from all of you. When I'm in sessions or I'm in lives, like you guys inspire me to epiphanies that maybe I didn't have before, right? Or I see patterns. Oh, thank you, Danny. You're very kind. Thank you for your kind words. Hi, Christine. How are you? Hi, Louise. So yeah, it's very, very nice when you build good connections. That's why I always say yes. Yes, it is me. I know it. I know. Tell me your first name because, or I know we know each other. I know this is what I love about this is how funny this is when someone comes into the live that knows me outside of this. Thank you, Marcy. I do really appreciate it because that's so funny. It's so funny when you see people that you know outside of here. Oh no. Oh, Alyssa, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, yes, it is me. It is me. You did. Yes, yes, yes. You came across me. Are you in class right now? Like, are you supposed to be in class at the moment? Christine, how's the energy of the full moon in Scorpio? We were just talking about that. It's very emotional today, right? It's very intense. Oh boy. You're in bio? Alyssa, be careful. You don't get in trouble being on TikTok with your supply teacher. I didn't summon you on here. But Alyssa, that's funny. Small world, small world. Hi, Jose. How are you? Hi, Rick. Oh, thank you, Hanley. I really appreciate it. Well, there you go. Teachers on TikTok or students. Yeah, exactly, Christine. So there you go. Yeah. Hi, Renata. How are you? Oh, you're so sweet, Diana. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, I'll definitely see you around, Alyssa. I'll see you around. Thank you. Um, that's so funny that that a student just scrolled into the live. Hilarious. And the moon was gorgeous last night. Yeah, it's been really, really bright throughout my window. Like when I went to bed the last few nights, all I could think about was like how bright the moon was. Oh man. I kind of remind you of your English teacher. Oh my goodness. Well, I am an English teacher, so I am an English teacher. Mm. English teacher, French teacher, business teacher. Oh my goodness. How funny. Okay. Are you guys ready? Let's get into the cards. Tell me your word of the day, everybody. What's your word of the day? You've been working on moon photos? Nice. You'll try to behave, Anne-Marie. I mean, there's no promises on this channel. There's no promises on this channel of whether we behave or not. More than likely, we don't behave. And that was funny, Christine. This is what I mean. If I come live, see, this is what happens. I come live during the day and students, and it's not, I'll tell you a quick story. When I was still teaching like full time and we were in lockdowns, we were working from home, there was one day where I went live on my lunch and then I was on Microsoft Teams after for class, and a student came into the call, and she holds up her phone and my face was in this on the screen. And she was like, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." It's like, it's me. Grateful, anxious, positivity. You're at work. We've been behaving way too much lately. I know, maybe. Everything's lining up, Christine. Trust the process, Hanley. Exactly. Now I really got to be on my best behavior. The students are coming through. Oh boy. 2 words, open heart. You got to be open. I really do think that there's a lot of endings and new beginnings. It's a very emotional ending that's taking place. I think a lot of us are making some major decisions. Let me ask you a question. How many of you are making major decisions right now about your life? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, how many of you are making some major decisions in your life right now? Hi, Anaya. How are you? You are? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. A lot of you. I think a lot of us are contemplating what's next. What is it that we want? What are our intentions? Yeah, moving away from things that no longer serve. Absolutely. You need to ask me an urgent question, like a personal question. Hi, Kat. How are you? Like a personal question or like a general? I mean, I can do a private reading or an emergency reading, but I think a lot of us are in the process of making some major decisions. Oh, you lost your dad. I'm so sorry. And I'm very sorry to hear that. It's not an easy process to go through. You're contemplating new beginnings. You're going to be able to get through anything. And you're strong enough. You can do it. Look, I always say, if we got to make it or break it, we're going to make it, right? There's no option, zero option in any of this. Hi, Karen. How are you? Your birthday's on Friday, Ann? I think a lot of us are sort of really contemplating the next move. What's right for us? What's not right for us? Are we waiting? Are we living life to the fullest? Ardella just said, so sorry for your loss. And I look at it like this, we have one life to live. Yes, I believe in reincarnation and such, but we got to live. We got to live. There's no way I'm just going to like lay down and let it pass me by. I have to always ascend. I've always got to learn, do better, be better. I know, I remember. I know, I remember, Naya. You're a doctor from the UK. Nice to meet you again, too. Mother's Day is still a tough one. Yeah, I can understand, Anne. Yeah. So let's take a look at the energies. You got to keep moving forward. Big decisions ahead, says Suzette. Hi, Ella. Good morning. You're trying to file for divorce. You had a meeting with a lawyer, but your ex doesn't want to accept the proposal. Yeah, Suzette, those are all tests. You know, like, let me just remind you a lot of what I've been saying the last few days when it comes to comfort level, right? And that is, it's amazing how, in order to keep everybody else comfortable, we have to stay uncomfortable. And we got to change that around. I want to be comfortable. And if I want to be comfortable, that means I got to make everybody else uncomfortable. And that's just too bad for them. If I'm not comfortable, then what's the point? Right? It's our life. It's your mind, it's your body, it's your soul. Look, we can bring people into our life, but they have to bring something to us. Like, it's like we bring to them, they bring to us. I bring my best, you bring your best. I am not going to sit uncomfortable just because somebody else wants to be comfortable. So in regards to your husband, you know, when I was going through my separation before we got divorced, you know, he tried very hard to convince me after everything that happened. And you guys know the whole story. I won't get into it. But like after the whole story, you know, like he was trying to convince me, you know, like, well, we could do this, we could do that. Oh, thank you, Anne Marie. You're so sweet. And I just had to be stronger than any kind of test that could come my way. I knew that if I didn't make a move, I would be unhappy. And I was right. I'm happier than I've ever been. And I have no regrets. There is zero to zero to zero of anything that could ever linger from that for me. And it's because I stayed true to myself and what I wanted. I knew that I wouldn't be comfortable. I knew that I wouldn't be happy. So you always have to remember that if you're in a debate with a partner or somebody who's that stubborn or pushing you that hard, you have to be the one to outlast. It's like Survivor, right? Outwit, outlast, outplay. Like there is no way that I'm gonna lose my comfort just because somebody else is pushing me or nagging me or wanting something that isn't good for me. You know? So, hi Wayne, I'm well, thank you. How are you? Yeah, you're standing so you're not backing up. And you shouldn't, Suzette. Do not compromise on this. This is your life too. If you don't want to be in the relationship, then you don't have to be. It's harder when there's kids involved. That's absolutely true. Toxic talk. I totally get it. But I'm going to put it to you this way. Coming from a high school teacher, I have taught, gosh, if you think about it, 18 years of teaching, 90 kids a semester, 180 kids a year, 18 years. That's like what? Like 38, I don't even know, 3,800, less than 4,000 students. I can tell you that kids will be okay. As long as parents are putting the kids first, there shouldn't be a problem. Because if people really care about the kids, they won't bash the other parent, they won't argue, they won't take it to extremes. Now, obviously that's, you know, wishing for the best and hoping that people don't do those things, as in like say mean things or harsh things or do things that are terrible. But when it comes down to it, even if kids are involved, they will not be the first, they will not be the last to go through it. There are ways. There are ways. You know? And that's the problem. Exactly, Gravewalker. As long as the parents use the child as a weapon against each other, nothing good can come of it, right? And that's the thing. And you just said it, right? You have to leave yours because he uses them to control. And I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That is a very difficult position to be in. Yeah, and sometimes it's not about money. You know, when I divorced, we divorced 50-50 right down the middle. I'm not going to argue about money. There's no point. Money's important, but it's not everything. You know? So Kids suffer more staying in a toxic marriage. You learned it the hard way. It's so true, Jessica. It really is. But again, you know, I think everybody does their best. Hi, Lucia. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Good morning. I think everybody does their best, but we just have to be conscious, right, of what we put out there. Yeah, money comes and goes. Kids are more important. Yeah. Good, I'm glad. Moving forward, always. That's all we can do. Spark new energy. I say it every day of my life. I say it to my niece. I say it to my friends. I say it to all of you, my sessions. You know, I don't think we're ever ready. You know, Leslie, when you say when you're ready, like, I don't think we're ever ready. We're always going to say, oh, I'll do this later. But let me ask you, if I said right now, okay, is it ready? Are you ready tomorrow? You're going to tell me no. Are you ready next week? No. Are you ready next month, next year? No, you're never going to be ready. I'll keep that in mind, Raven. It's hard for me sometimes to be on a specific schedule, but I like to change it up every now and again. How are you, Raven? All right, let's get into the cards. Let's get into the cards. What do we need to know? Oh, the Lovers. Do you know how many times today I've seen the Lovers? Gemini energy, decision and love. You know, you can't keep up with the topics. Oh, we talk about everything. On this channel, we talk about everything. Life, love, stupid jokes, funny jokes, random things. This is typical for my own. Oh my God, look what card just popped off the top of this deck. Speaking of the Lovers, the flamingos. Soulmates, lovers, union, courtship, dating and attraction. You've seen that a couple of days now, as in the Lovers? I have seen the Lovers nonstop. Hi, love. Hi, Susan. How are things in West Virginia today? Let's see what we need to know. I put it back into the deck. Let's see. You've been seeing Two of Cups? Yeah, I've seen Two of... Yeah, the fork joke? Yeah, fork and right. The fork in the road? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. The Lover's card and the olive branch. Ooh, I've seen this too. It feels like somebody's going to reach out. I don't know. You know, it also is a card of surrender, where we do need to surrender to love. Now, by the way, this is Scorpio energy. No surprise, right? So let's take a look at the potential or the challenge. What do we need to know? Potential or challenge of this energy is the Four of Wands, 1111, brand new beginnings. Wow, we're getting sparked. Do you feel sparked? Do you feel like there's new energy coming through? Someone has been trying to get your attention, but you're hesitant. Why are you hesitant? What's got you feeling that way? Yeah, it can be union, soulmate. Yeah, 1111, twin flame number. You saw butterflies today? Amazing, Lucia. Butterflies I've been seeing a lot as well. Those are transformational, right? Well, 1111 is trying to wake you up, right? Yes, full moon in Scorpio today. Yes, yes. You're a Scorpio. So you tend to be stuck in your ways. Yeah, Scorpios have a tendency, forgive me for saying this, I love Scorpios, but they do tend to avoid quite a bit. You know, they get overwhelmed by their feelings a lot. The mirror. You know, speaking of like mirroring, right? Oh, thanks, Raven. Thinking about mirroring, it's almost like there's an energy where so much is being reflected back to you. And I understand the word waiting. You know, I say this all the time. I hear so many say they're waiting, and I know how you feel, and I'm not telling you not to wait. I'm just saying I will always advise you to never wait. I will support you guys no matter what you do, but understand that if you wait, you will continue to wait. You know? Do I do anything with moon water? Not necessarily, not always. But I would say if you're going to put crystals out during the full moon, don't put them in a windowsill. Like, don't put them behind glass. You know? Your brother's a Scorpio? Anyone who's a fixed sign right now, so Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius, they're feeling this moon for sure. You know? I mean, I think we all are, but some more than others. You put them out on your balcony, yes. Yes. So let's see. You woke up and you feel jealous. What are you feeling jealous about? Hi, Heavy. How are you? What should we focus on today? The Four of Pentacles. See, somebody's holding back. Oh, you're in Aquarius. You're feeling it? Yeah. The Four of Pentacles, it's like holding back. It's like extremes of giving time, love, or money. It's very much an all or nothing kind of vibe. Triple fixed signs, try not to wait around, but also practice patience. Patience isn't waiting. And I know I repeat myself so often with this. And I feel like the repetition is absolutely necessary. Patience does not mean waiting. I don't like when I hear patiently waiting. I'm patiently waiting. Those are two different things. Patience means you're going to live your best life. You're going to go do what you got to go do. You're going to just basically live life and let things attract to you. If you wait, you're stunting yourself. You're stunting your growth. You're waiting for something to change for you instead of you changing, right? Because Raven, because of the glass, the way the glass, the energy with the glass and the moon. Makes sense, Matt. Yeah, Dana just said that's what I'm doing. I'm living my life, not waiting. You're welcome. You're welcome. But just because you've been hurt many times doesn't mean you're going to be hurt again. We cannot blame, anybody new for our past experiences, right? Bonjour, mon ami. You can't. I mean, like, look, I went through, you guys know, and I mean, we're so amicable, but I'm just saying, like, I went through such a difficult ending, to my marriage. And look, like, I'm not angry at all. I don't have any jaded feelings. I don't worry that I'm going to get hurt the same way. Now, does that mean that, like, oh, I'm perfectly healed? Nobody is. There's going to be things that trigger me, of course. And there's going to be things that trigger you, but we're stronger than that, right? We need to be stronger than that, than those triggers. Yeah. Well, Zena, the thing about overgiving, what you're talking about is overgiving. Overgiving gets you nowhere. I'm well, Vonda. How are you? You're wondering why no one helps you out when you're in need. You got to help yourself. If you're always giving to everybody else and not giving to yourself, then that's the issue. That is the issue. So, what can I say? Oh, thanks, Raven. Have a wonderful day. Okay, so Four of Pentacles and the Sap card. How many of you are feeling sappy? Well, we know we're feeling emotional, but we're afraid. There's this fear, really, of moving forward. There's this fear of moving forward. You can't be afraid, right? What's fear going to do for you? It's going to hold you back. Hi, Brittany. Oh, thank you so much, Steph. That really warms my heart. I'm glad that I've been able to help you. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is growth, expansion, and good luck. So there is major change happening. You can feel it. Holy shift, right? Good, Lucia. That's what we should be doing. We should be working on ourselves. The biker is all about being a lone wolf, standing up, breaking the rules a little bit, right? Working out is a great idea. Yeah. Physical health. You feel like you have something coming in, and yeah, keep pushing yourself forward, Matt. That's the best thing you can do. Hi, Plant Desk. How are you? That's right. Push forward and build up. So let's see. Hi, Jessica. So let's see. The strength position is the 10 of Wands. How many of you are feeling mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally exhausted, where you've basically got to put down the burdens? Good morning, Pierre. This is all about taking the weight off your back, being kinder to yourself, better to yourself, right? You got to stop avoiding. You know what cats do? They ignore you, right? They don't do anything they don't want to do. That is for sure. But you have to be very careful if you're saying it's your way or the highway. If you're stubborn and saying it has to be this, it has to be, you're getting in your own way. Oh, thank you so much, Gravewalker. That really means a lot to me. Thank you. Good morning, Barry. Let's take a look at the near future. What do we need to know? The Nine of Cups, ask and you shall receive. What do you want? I feel like I'm in the notebook. What do you want? What do you want? Are you making the right decision when it comes to love, Jessica? There's no way to know other than your own intuition. Nobody can tell you. It's this energy of, if you're doubting yourself, you're going to manifest that doubt. You got to, what do I always say? Be a Roomba vacuum. What does a Roomba do? It spins around the room, it hits the wall and redirects itself. If you have a wall that you hit, redirect yourself. Hi, Carrie, how are you? You want peace. Absolutely. I feel like, I mean, peace is so cliche, but really that's what we want, right? You dreamt of a snake last night? A lot of snake energy, because snakes are linked to Scorpio energy. Hi, Mohammed. How are you? Are you on the right path? Don't doubt yourself. And I say this with love to everybody. The second you start questioning, you're doubting, right? That means, I don't know if I'm on the right path. I don't think I'm ever going to find love. I don't think I'm ever going to be happy. Those are all doubts. All doubts. Hi, Drea. How are you? Well, I mean, it depends on the situation, Susan. Like, I think a lot of people, I say this with respect, it's not specific to you. I think a lot of people have to use discernment. We marry potential, we divorce reality. That's the problem. We idealize something, we have something on a pedestal, but I ask, the very triggering question, is the car in the driveway? Is that person consistent? Are you feeling like your needs are being met? Are you happy? Are you genuinely happy? Or are you looking at the potential because you know somebody's a good person? There's a big difference between somebody being a good person and being a good partner. A lot of people are good people, but that doesn't mean that they have the capacity. And I think that's the number one issue in our dating world these days, is lack of capacity. You can love somebody till the cows come home. If they do not have capacity, then what do you do? What do you do? We've all been there. Hi, Cherry. How are you? So that Nine of Cups, ask and you shall receive. Bonfire. We talked about this at the full moon Zoom. This is the big O card, if you catch my drift. But this is basically saying enthusiasm and energy. You're looking for the real thing. So, Matt, in order to find the real thing, we have to get better. We have to be better. That's the only way. That's the only way. I've manifested the better in my life because I became better. It didn't fall from the sky. No situation is going to miraculously just fall from the sky. You attract what you put out. So if you're not getting the things that you want, you have to look internally and say, why? Why is this not manifesting? What am I not letting go of? Because a lot of the times it's that we're holding on to things that we really shouldn't be. You're talking to someone, but you feel he's the one, but I'm scared to give myself to someone again because my heart can't take another heartbreak. Well, many people can be the one. There isn't just one person for us, just so you know. But what do you have to lose by opening your heart? What's the worst case scenario? I mean, again, we have to use discernment. We have to be clear. We have to look at the reality of something versus the potential. Let people show you who they are. People who are consistent, you'll know. Nothing that's meant for you is ever going to pass you by. Suggested approach, High Priestess, let things unfold naturally. You will get the knowledge as you seek it. It's not going to be given to you instantly. There's no playbook that all of a sudden is given to you and you know all the answers. It's going to happen as you grow, as you get better, as you shift, as you change. And with that, let's see. Oops. I knew it. It's the wish card. The Make-A-Wish card. We used to do that in videos. I did one this morning, actually, where this card came up where I said, make a wish, and then we took some cards. Take a second, make a wish. Let's do this. Let's do what we, aw, thanks, Henry. That's so cute. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Boundaries are always key. Walls keep people stuck. Boundaries, that's different. There's movement there. Okay, make a wish. Make a wish. What do we need to know? Somebody's overthinking this wish. Whatever it is, somebody's really overthinking the wish. Oh, thanks, Zena. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. This is saying that somebody's just overanalyzing to the point of missing out on an opportunity. You're trying to force it a little bit. Yeah, see, optical illusion. You got to be very, very careful. Anne-Marie just said, so how do you not overthink? I wish, asking for a friend. Okay, so it's a genuine question for anybody who overthinks. And that is, what are you doing to spark new energy in your life? Honestly. Like, what are you doing to spark new energy? Do you have any new hobbies, any new learning? Are you going new places? Are you doing new things in general? If your routine is the same old, same old, same old every single day, it's going to be the same old every single day. So I would say you've got to be very careful if you're just repeating the same routine. Will things turn around if you focus on yourself? Yes, absolutely, Zena. But it's not just that. A lot of people use the example, and forgive me, but a lot of people use the example of I'm going to focus on myself to not date and to not put myself out there. They go hand in hand. I'm not saying that you have to go marry anybody. I'm not saying that you have to go and whatever. Getting better with your boundaries and knowing what you like and what you don't like and getting a thicker skin is the way to get better. Self-love, the best form of self-love is boundaries. Plain and simple. If you have no boundaries, you're not showing love to yourself. You're worried about everybody else, not worried about yourself. So boundaries is the number one thing you can do for you. So you have to be really careful if you're just constantly overgiving and letting people cross your boundaries and push you, right? Yeah. So let's take a look at what do we need to know right now. And we've got the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is ultimate wish fulfillment and happiness. Happiness, right? One thing to ask for, another thing to allow it. Are you willing to actually allow it in? Somebody said happiness is unlikely. Somebody's telling themselves it's unlikely to happen. Nah, it'll never happen. Nah, it never happens for me. Happens for everybody else. Sorry, but that's bullshittery. Absolute bullshittery. If you're saying that it's unlikely. That's you setting yourself up with the worst case scenario. That's you setting it up so that you don't have to push yourself through the tough work. You can have happiness. You can have love. You can have anything you want. Yeah, Melissa, there you go. 100% bullshittery, right? So, yeah, it's self-defeating, 100%. You're working on that shirt, Melissa? Melissa, what's the update? How I'd love to know the update. So let's see. All right. Hope and or fear. I got to get going because I've got a session in a little bit. But hope and or fear. Six of Pentacles. We want equal giving and receiving and balance. We want equal giving and receiving and balance. But we have to leave our comfort zone. I pushed it, by the way. Okay. Yeah. I would love to see you. I would love to see you, Mel. You let me know. Oh, thank you, Plant. I really appreciate it. So, Madison, you're asking if the person you're interested in feels the same way about you. Time will tell. Put yourself out there, but don't wait on anybody either. Hi, Linnea. I'm well, thank you. How are you? And here are the ballet shoes. The ballet shoes is all about strength and endurance. You've got to keep yourself pushing forward. That's really what it's all about. And probable outcome, conflict, headache. You got to work through it. You got to work through it, even when it's tough. Eight of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you. The probable outcome out of all this is that you're going to put yourself first and you're going to say, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. And there's the Labyrinth. I saw this card quite a bit already today. This is about working through the maze, feeling lost. You don't want to be lost anymore, right? Yeah, we push it real good, don't we? And there you go, the Constellation. This is all about saying that we're going to trust the universe. It's written in the stars. Yes, we have free will, but everything's going to work out exactly the way that it's supposed to. So have a wonderful day too, Anne. I really appreciate it. But anyways, thank you so much for being here with me in the morning. I don't know if I'll pop on in the afternoon. We'll see. We'll see how my day goes. But it was nice to do a morning session. And you know what? Like I said, maybe I'll pop on later. I don't know. On a day like this or an energy like this, it's kind of needed, I think. So we'll check in, you know? Oh, thanks, Henry. That's a really beautiful butterfly. Thank you. Can I answer personal questions? Yeah, like if you, like for example, like if you would like a personal reading with me, absolutely. I can look into anything. We can talk about anything that you need to. You know? Nothing that's meant for us will ever pass us by. Thank you, Barry. I wish you a wonderful day as well. So have a good day, baddies. Absolutely. Thanks, Sophia. A little bit of hack today, a little bit of hard ass Kelly, but that's okay. Sometimes it's necessary, right? Yes, this is when we get to meet everybody in the morning. You're welcome, Ruth. I appreciate it so, so much. You guys are always incredible. And you love hack. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. I will talk to you all very soon. Hi, Lori. How are you? Lori, happy birthday. I know you just had your birthday. Another Taurus. We have so many Taurus birthdays in this online family. Thanks, everybody. I got to run, but I wish you a great day. Thanks for popping in. Okay. I love you guys. Bye, IG, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, YouTube. Thanks to my moderators. We will talk soon. Bye, guys.